What is up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
Back for
Episode 2.
another video, episode 2.
They are after your children, and we're about to tell you why.
They're after my kids.
They're after you
I
kids,
haven't
John.
got kids yet and they're already after them.
Got that right. Oh, man, that's the ones they're after the most.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Ones they want.
Boy, we got a lot to talk about today.
Speaking of unborn children,
Speaking of the unborn,
we're going to get into...
hey, hold up. First off, I want to say this is the second time we've recorded this.
We don't want to talk about it first.
We don't want to talk about that.
Well, I guess we will. SD card ran out of space.
We
didn't realize it.
We had a 2 gigabyte SD card that we filmed the first podcast on and expected it to last us. And
It lasted 15 minutes.
I thought it was 11 minutes.
It lasted 15 minutes. I went back and looked at it.
Oof, still, that's not
It's
good.
not
Hey,
enough.
can we turn the headphone volume down?
Yeah, you want to go down?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better
All
right
right,
there.
cool.
But yeah, guys, we got a lot to talk about today. Starting with abortions. I want to start off with
that's
some opinions. Let's hear what you got to say about
All right,
abortions,
so
John.
Abortions. So I am, like we talked about last time, I'm a strong conservative. I'm a Christian man. I do not believe in abortions whatsoever. My opinion.
Pro-life.
Yeah, pro-life. Everybody can believe what they want to believe. That's what I believe. Now, Mason, what'd you believe?
So
He's more of an independent, by the way.
yeah, I would consider myself more of an independent. I guess you can blame Joe Rogan for that. I watch a lot of his podcasts. I will say this though, I'm more pro-life than I am pro-choice. If you're waiting up to 9 months to get an abortion, you're a murderer and you're malicious in intent, whether you say you are or not. That's murder. That's almost a baby. That's ridiculous. But I will say, and I think he would agree on this, but if somebody's raped, obviously, you do you. Now, if you're waiting still 9 months after you were raped.
That or incest.
Yeah, or incest. That's even worse.
That baby gonna come out.
Different.
You're gonna be
It's going to be
like an alien.
It's going to be
I don't
different. Come out with a third eye.
But yeah, like you said, people that wait to 9 months or until the baby's alive.
Oh, dude, even 6 months, 4 months, dude. If you,
The baby's got a heartbeat.
well, I mean, we talked about that too off air. It just,
yeah.
and this is ideology that Ben Shapiro has, which is 100% valid, by the way. We don't kill people that have pacemakers running their heart. They don't have their own heartbeat.
Yeah.
Why should we do the same with
People that are in
a
comas.
fetus? Yeah, people that are in comas that have no cognitive brain function. Why are we going to kill it just because it doesn't have any intellectual life?
So why would we kill someone that's at the beginning of their life, hasn't even started yet? Let's say that. Why would we just throw them away?
Throw it out like a bad batch of M&Ms.
Yeah. So.
Oh God, we got to make light of the subject because here and we'll get into to some more statistics, but almost 1 million kids were killed. 1 million children were aborted in 2020 alone, and we'll get into these more.
It was a COVID year.
Yeah. This was in COVID, and that just shows you how much COVID affected the liberal agenda.
Yeah, they got.
Thanks, Joe.
They got a hold of that, and they took off with their abortion thing.
They sure did. Do you got any sources you want to cite real quick?
He said 2020. Oh, yeah, so he said 2020 is almost 1 million. So that's 300,000 more than what it was in 2018. It was about 619,000. 600 or 2017.
Even the year before that, it was only I think it was like 200,000 less. Like in 2019.
Okay.
Like that's how much it jumped in 1 year. Over the course of 1 year.
Yeah, it jumped super high.
So I want to show some videos of these abortion activists. I would prefer to call them maniacs or demented people. But I want to pull these up and discuss them real quick.
It's very sick. We're going to try to get this video up on the thing. You might not be able to hear it, but you'll be able to see it. We're going to give a reaction to it.
You should be able to hear it. I think you'll.
If you don't see video, you're listening to it on Spotify. Just thank God you don't see this.
Yeah, thank God you don't have to watch this.
All right.
To our listening viewers, we'll discuss it a little bit more in depth.
We're going to hop into this first one.
This first one is taken off of Old America's Instagram page, but originally got from TikTok, I believe. So that should tell you how this is going to go.
What am I gonna do? Just kidding, I already scheduled the appointment. I am what conservatives fear.
Oh yeah, you're so funny.
She
So-
poured her a glass of wine.
She poured herself a glass of wine. She thinks that we're what she fears. No, we're not. We're not what you fear, darling. I don't even know what we think about you yet.
That's just scary. That's what it is.
Well, I wouldn't say scary because then she'd get what she wants. She thinks that we fear
I
them.
don't know.
It's not scary. I mean, it's scary for our children. Not scary for us. We don't care. We're living. But, or I guess we should say we do care. We do care.
We do care, man.
There's no way to put it without sounding, I don't know.
You can't make light of the situation
Exactly.
because it's killing somebody.
I mean, just look at these maniacs here. We'll even go into the next
You
one
got
if we have to
another one?
further prove our point.
Ladies, if you get pregnant, run on down to the abortion clinic and have that little bastard suck my
And do what with it after?
Dude, they.
Jesus.
Oh, we need to get into that too. They're not safe. Abortions are not safe.
None of
They
them,
literally will suck it out of you. She's not wrong,
limb by limb.
but I just want to reiterate what she said. Ladies, if you get pregnant, go on down to the abortion clinic and have that little bastard sucked
Sucked out of you.
right out. Oh my goodness. That's
There.
just the thought of a demented person. Oh yeah, and then a whole, for those of you who can't see, a whole crowd behind them cheering. I mean, look at this woman right here.
Got her mouth wide open.
Yeah, if you can zoom in on that, that's just. And then watch her after I unpause this. You'll see she goes like, "Woo!" Told you. I've seen this video too many times. This next one is even worse.
No, that's so scary. I don't care what you say.
This next
Give
one,
her props. She's very scary.
she needs to be in a mental institute somewhere. This one is one that I fear. If I came across her, I don't even think I'd have enough reaction time to go for my Second Amendment right. I think I just run.
She got a diaper on?
Yes, I believe she does have a diaper on. No, I have no idea what that is. Somebody in the comments tell us what that is. They're chanting "Thank God for abortions" as she is taking this. I'm assuming it's supposed to be her representation of a fetus. She's using a baby doll and
baby mask.
and a baby mask on her face, but she's got a baby doll and she's slamming it on the ground as it's attached by a strap to her vaginal area.
I don't know what to say.
2020 or 2022.
Our world.
I think it gets worse every year. I don't remember when these videos were taken. These videos have been on my camera roll for a long time, just waiting to be talked about. And this isn't even the worst one. I mean, we've got some pretty bad stuff we're gonna get into later. This is the last one we've
peak
got
of the
here.
iceberg.
Oh yeah, this is the last one we've got here. It says, for those of you who can't see, it says, "Dance if you pregnant, but you killing the baby." Again, demented, maniacal people.
Celebrate because you
And
killed
then
the baby.
here's the TikTok song that I didn't mind up until this video. Right into the mic. That was great.
Oh, dog smell it.
Oh yeah, 4D. No, these people are demented. They have something wrong in their mind. They think that because somebody disagrees with them, that they have to go to the extreme to prove them wrong, and it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane.
Okay, getting into more, he talked about the crazy. Okay, some of them may think, they may be poor, they may not be able to afford to take care of that baby. That doesn't mean you kill it. There are plenty of adoption centers in this country, and I don't understand why the left
wants to make light.
says they don't want you to put them in adoption centers.
Yeah, they want to say make light of, but it's more of a lie. They think that all foster care facilities are complete garbage. And while I would agree to a extent, it's not a very long extent. A lot of foster care facilities, at least around here, aren't that bad. So, take with that what you will. I guess it's different in every place, but of course, in Democratic run areas, they're going to be horrible.
He says I'm talking about Democratic areas. Okay, this is from another website. Hold on, I was reading something. Sorry. I got distracted. 2017, so about 5 years ago. I don't know what's the most recent, but 2017, in the District of Columbia, 37% of abortions were in this area. New Jersey, 32%. New York, 31%. So they are all or most in blue areas.
Yep. Now, and then you'll hear that the left will make this this ridiculous claim of, well, that's where a lot of people live. It doesn't explain the percentage per capita, though, which is per so many people, which is ridiculous.
Okay, here's another one. 2019, unmarried women accounted for 86% of all abortions. Unmarried women? 86%.
Well, that's because any
Married women,
any married
4%.
couple, any married couple would be responsible enough to probably, I don't know,
Women
not
in
have
their
to kill a baby.
Women in their 20s accounted for the majority of abortions in 2019. Look, it's not magic. If you have the deed, there could be a baby.
Oh yeah, and here's some facts we can end on this topic because we've got some more we got to get into, but 98% of abortions, at least in our eyes, are just flat out murder. Only 2% are really related to rape or incest claims. And there's better ways to get people on board with abortions than the ways that these people are portraying them in these videos. Like I said, I'm not against someone having an abortion early on if it was, something that completely got missed over, or especially if you were raped. A lot of people would disagree with me on that. Even some of my family members might. But in the
Doesn't
day and
matter.
age we're in, it does kind of make sense to allow it up to a certain point. Now, where we draw that line, I think, should be up to the states, which is exactly why Roe v. Wade was going to be overturned.
They are trying to confuse you and then thinking it's going to get rid of it completely.
And some
make
states
you-
might. And some states might. Disclaimer.
Most,
But,
but
oh
most
well,
of the people that are
move.
protesting up north and to the west, y'all are fine.
Yeah.
I promise.
If you're in California,
okay, you can
if
carry
you're
your
in-
baby.
Yeah. And they'll probably, hell, I don't even know if they won't be able to kill it up to a month after, like a return policy or something.
No, I
Like,
don't want to know more.
Yeah.
It's crying too much. I don't know. There's so much to tip of
Oh,
the
my
iceberg
goodness.
on just this one topic, but I do see one thing that catches my eye over here. This is about 10% if you know math. Almost 20%. It says 186 abortions per
Oh, yeah.
1,000 live births.
almost 20%. Yeah. So and these are from the American Life League organization. For the listening viewers or people who don't, can't click a link, it's www.all.org/abortion/abortion-statistics. But these links will be hopefully in the description of every platform you're watching on. But yeah, there's 186 abortions per every 1,000 live births, and this statistic comes directly from the CDC, as stated by the American Life League organization, at least. And yeah, that's that's 18.6%.
Jesus, man. That is scary.
That's ridiculous. And in the U.S. alone, in 2020, there were 930,160. This is coming from the, I don't know how to pronounce this, the Guttmacher Institute.
Gut matcher. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the Maher.
I don't know. All of the rest of these statistics, as stated by American Life League organization, are from this GI, whatever. That's what they had it abbreviated as. Abortions per day, approximately 2,548. Abortions per hour, approximately 106, or one abortion every 34 seconds. 14.4 abortions per every 1,000 women aged 15 to 44. Wow.
So as long as it takes me to go to the bathroom and take a tinkle, a baby's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll remember that every time I go to the bathroom now.
For reference, and
Jesus.
this goes back to the rape statistic earlier about only 2% being related to rape and incest. For reference, in 2020, about 298,628 women were raped or sexually assaulted. 406,970 victims were reported the previous year. So 3.11 times less than abortion statistics as far as 2020 goes. So from 2020, oh, by the way, these rape statistics are from Statista. Again, the link will be in the description. There's no way I can read all of this out.
Everything will be dead.
But for reference, like I said, there was 298,628 women raped in 2020, which is 3.11 times less than how many women had abortions in 2020. That means 3.11 times more women got abortions,
more
killed a
women signed
baby than women got raped. That's terrible.
All right, well, talk about peak of the iceberg with abortions, but we got to move on to the next topic. We're going to be here for an hour talking about abortions.
How long are we at? Do you know?
We're at 15 minutes.
We're at 15 minutes. That's not too bad. Let's go on to drag queen drama.
Dun, dun.
They're really after your kids with this one. This isn't them just trying to put them 6 feet
I
under.
don't have a problem with drag queens. You know, do whatever you want. It's America. I believe in freedom. But when you bring little kids in, I'm going to put this picture up real quick of this creature right here. Sitting here reading a book in front of all these little kids, these parents sitting right here. That one looks like Dora the Explorer right there. That one right there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it looks like Dora the Explorer. Sitting there reading a book about God knows what.
Probably how to go about a transsexual procedure or something.
We
I
got
don't know.
any
Is that a
statistics?
term they use?
I don't really know about statistics on how many people are drag queens. I probably got nothing like that, but I know that around the country, districts are paying these people to come in and read books, or you still got them clips.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got this clip where
Yeah,
you
we
know,
got some clips.
they do a little bit something more than reading for these kids.
They.
Gosh, let's get into this clip.
So, what was that?
Probably somebody that's
I just heard a loud noise. I was like,
my brother.
somebody figure out where we're at. So this first clip, I'm sure all of you have seen, and every argument I've heard from the leftist media is, I don't know why they're portraying all of these drag queens like that.
No, it's just one of the
we'll get into several reasons why. But this first one is the most clothed, might I add, that you'll see this entire
it's
clip.
not a lot, but it's the most clothed.
It's the most clothed drag queen, but she's dancing very sexually for some, I don't know, 5 to 8 year olds.
She's got a red outfit on. If you can't see.
Oh, yeah, like red lingerie. Almost looks like fishnet from what we can tell. It's kind of blurry. And in front of a sign that says...
Go ahead and play it. I forgot what the sign says.
It says it's not going to lick itself.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see it.
We've got a picture of that close up, too.
Here we go. I'm going to play this. A split. Oh, that's a whole nother thing.
We get into that one
That's
in
a
a
whole
minute.
nother thing.
So, I don't know how you
Where
can
do
get
they- where
away
do they
with taking
tuck
your
it?
children to a 21 plus club and letting them watch this sexual
Let's take it
nonsense.
to the strip club.
These were previously these are previously shows you had to be 21 to go to, by the way. But now all of a sudden it's transphobic, or it's I don't even know any kind of term they can throw at you for it. You're just completely wrong if you don't take your children to drag shows, and I think that's
It's
absolutely
the move
ridiculous.
nowadays for some reason.
I mean, look at Lightyear. That's why it bombed. Quit shoving this woke agenda down us and our children's throat, please.
Take your kids to a park.
Yeah,
Take them to another movie besides Lightyear.
Let your kids ride bikes and don't worry about letting them get hurt. Don't teach them to be gay and trans. Just let them figure out their life on their
Let them
own.
be kids.
Like this next one. Listen to what they have to
Look at
say.
this
You know
creature.
these people molest kids.
Gosh.
Dancing for little children. You don't think that's
Look at that.
Look at them boots.
dancing around for little children? Don't you think that's
What's that? It's Martin.
That's Martin. Oh God, he's gonna love that when he comes back and watches this video. No, so it was a drag queen. John, you like that shot? It's a drag queen. Obviously, after she's done, I'll let you explain this, and you've watched this clip more times than me.
I guess she just got done working for the day. Or
He got done working
Sorry.
for the day.
he got done working for the day.
They confirmed that when they took their wig
He
off.
got done, took his wig off for the day, going to the car, and somebody decided to be patriot and step up and take a video of this person. They didn't like it very much. I guess that his boyfriend said, you ain't
this-
doing this.
This guy wanted to be a part of the MAGA King regime.
Yeah. Anyway, they took a video of him, started pretty much, don't mock people, but he was mocking this person and saying,
yeah.
you shouldn't be doing this in front of kids. I agree.
And he should have.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have mocked him too. Look at the way this guy is dressed to go in front of children and dance sexually. Don't hold back. These people are. There was a conversation that they had later on in this video, which we don't have that clip because unfortunately it was deleted.
It doesn't need to go any
I
further.
only have
That's all you need.
yeah,
To see.
I only have a small clip, but this creature was banging on the car like ferociously.
Open up.
Open up this effing car door. Open up the fucking car. And it was just bad. And this, I don't know, other creature, this walrus looking guy, this beluga whale,
There you go.
comes up and is like, do you think we F kids? Nah, I F him. And you can really tell just by their demeanor exactly how they act around children.
Yeah, they probably cussing around kids.
Yeah, no, I doubt they take it that far. They're probably
Well, if they're
sensible
sitting
in that
around
manner,
half
but they're
naked,
doing like
they probably
yeah.
cuss.
This guy's wearing fishnet and a thong. Well, pretty much a thong, a whole piece thong. I can see cheek. That's a thong.
I don't like it. That's
I
not
don't
a
like
woman's
it. We need to
booty.
get off this
That's
shot.
a dude's booty.
Dancing around for little children away from me. I think that's
See, they don't like when you confront them about this. They just get all defensive.
They do not like.
Let's have a
confrontation.
conversation.
You're wrong. I'm not going to say who, but I had a conversation with a family member recently who is more liberal in ideologies than myself, which is fine.
Wish I had one of those in my family.
And I
Argue with them.
no, I didn't want to argue with her. We talked about Edward Snowden, and I think she's more conservative in values than she really, is led on to believe by the
Ah.
media. Like, I'm serious. I really do think that
good.
more leftists are more conservative in values than they believe just because the media tells them that the other party is the side they should
So
choose.
pretty much you're saying they don't think for themselves.
Exactly. And I just wanted to, like I said, there's a lot of things we agreed on. The Edward Snowden and NSA leaks and CIA leaks. Just a lot of stuff we agreed on, and then we got into a specific topic, and I don't remember what it was. Even if I did, I wouldn't bring it up. But she just got so heated, and I'm sitting there calm as this cup of ice. And, I mean, there's just no reasoning. When they get that heated, you just got to walk away and take the L. Because they're right, whether you like it or not. Whether you have
Yep.
facts and statistics and data or not.
You cannot win an argument with an ignorant person.
Bill Maher once said, it's hard to argue with a smart person, but it's damn near impossible to argue with a stupid person, or something along that lines. And I believe he's right.
Don't quote us on that. We do not know.
And this is that sign, by the way. It says it's not going to lick itself.
Oh,
I wonder
it's
what.
back.
What's not going to lick itself, John?
I don't know.
What are they
This
licking?
little kid's going, Daddy, what does that mean?
What are they licking?
What are you going to tell your
They,
kid?
they got popsicles or something?
Yeah, I guess it's popsicles. They're giving popsicles on there, by. Hope
Dude, we
so.
should go there. Free popsicles? I'd
Free
watch the show.
popsicle.
Would you watch the show for a free
I'd watch
popsicle?
for a free popsicle.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
We might need to go up
What
there.
flavor's the popsicle? I don't know.
We can put that clip in. I know you've seen that clip.
What? Oh.
We need to we need to put that
I'm
in.
gonna put that in. I'm gonna try to find it.
We'll go into the rest of these are pictures. This next picture is awful. This drag queen or child abuser
Pause.
is allowing, not only with parental consent, but all the parents are happy, and thank God whoever this is blurred the kid's
Yeah,
face
good,
out.
good.
But for those of you who can't see, this, I don't know, maybe 5-year-old is stuffing money, $1 bills. There's already 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's
She's
got
stuffing
enough
the
money
fifth
to get
$1
a bag
bill.
of chips at a gas station.
Yeah, from these children, and this kid is stuffing the fifth $1 bill in this guy's panties.
Hey man, whatever you gotta do, gas is so expensive. Hey,
I mean, yeah, I guess
yeah,
that's a gallon of gas
he's
right
on
there.
the grind.
I don't know. This is probably happening in California. He's $7 a gallon up there. He probably still needs a little bit more.
Mm.
This next one's even worse, though. It's a drag queen that's got nothing but tape covering up his genital areas next to a kid going. Well, I mean, I don't
They're
know why I would
making
even
her.
do
They're
that.
making that kid smile.
They're
They're
ma-
making this guy.
This kid, look at this guy's arm. Where is he
Why has he got
grabbing?
his hands on that child? I don't know if he's got his hand around her.
And like the previous one had at least like a bra on, tried to act like a woman, whatever. This dude's got, completely nude.
These kids don't want to be this close to these people.
Thankfully, it's censored
scary.
out because I don't want to see that. This next one's even worse. This next one's at a
Oh, there's
school.
one more?
Yeah, you remember this one?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, this
Little
looks
girl's
like
like, whoa.
this looks like its wife.
What's that?
This looks like Pennywise's wife. I don't know why I said it. With a SpongeBob shirt on. for those of you who can't see, and his genital
some
region
pants
is
on,
blurred
man.
out because he's sitting down in a chair, either picking up or setting down a book. Looks like he's setting down a book that he was reading to children. And this first child in the front, by the way, is a female.
I don't think she's amazed. I think she's like, I bet her face is
I
like,
bet she's scarred, dude. I bet she's got the same look
confused.
as that shirt. She's like, huh? What?
what do I look at?
I don't have that.
That is scary.
This is ridiculous. Do not come after our kids with your genitals.
And all it is,
you
it's
are
feeding,
a pedophile.
It's feeding these kids to where, like, if I would have grown up and if me or Mason were little kids and we were grown up and our families would have took it to this stuff, or
They would have
we
got
would've
sent to
seen-
prison.
we would have seen this stuff in our house, they would have got sent to prison, or we would have thought it was normal because mom and daddy took me to see that.
Yeah.
That must be normal.
Yeah, then we'd have a whole lot of brain issues.
I probably wouldn't be on this podcast, and I'd probably be a drag queen.
He'd probably
Who
be
knows?
feeding it. He'd probably be a news anchor on CNN.
I don't think nobody wants to do that.
You go take Chris Cuomo's
Yeah,
place.
So you so do that.
I love how
you know who Brian Stelter is?
yeah.
He's funny too.
I love how the Cuomo's
Everybody
got
over there.
fired
they
and
both got off.
Yeah,
Where they at
and nobody knows
Probably
because
on Jeffrey Epstein's
media's-
island, I don't know.
Probably. Nah, he's dead. He didn't kill himself, but he's at least dead. We do know that. I think. I don't know. I'm not
That's
that
another
big of a
little
conspiracy
rabbit
theorist.
hole.
That's something else we'd have to get into if y'all wanted us to.
Yeah. Stay
Um,
away from the kids. Stay away.
But
From
see,
kids.
the hard thing I have a problem believing is they're telling these kids that these drag queens are girls. These drag queens are boys that can be girls. So let's slide into this next topic. What exactly is a girl?
Slide
What
it
exactly
on in.
is a woman? And
You-
we're
can
gonna
you
get
tell
into
us?
some Matt Walsh clips here. I don't have all of the clips from the entire video.
You
I
got
just
the-
have a
you
few
got the best
snippets.
one.
I think I've got the best ones besides who did I leave out? I
Jordan
wrote it down here.
Peterson?
Yeah, I wrote out there was a
And his wife.
naked guy in there
We don't
that
wanna do
was too nasty. There was Jordan Peterson was in there. I think he was portrayed as being too angry. I like Jordan Peterson. I think he was great, but I still didn't want to showcase it because he's kind of on the same agreement path as us. And Matt Walsh, I didn't cover them either. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't cover Matt Walsh's wife, just because it was too brief.
We
It
don't
wasn't
want
really
the,
necessary.
we didn't want to put out the ones that we agree with. We
Yeah,
want you
except
to see
for one. I think
we
we're going
want
to talk
you
about
see
the
cra-
tribe.
somewhat.
Yeah.
We want you to see these crazy people.
So
We'll just run this first one.
okay, so I've even got all of their names written down here. That's going to help us identify these people for you, for those of you who aren't watching. But let's get into what is a woman.
Here we go.
And it'd be nice if we had sound, wouldn't it?
Would be nice.
All of this audio is property of Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire.
But if they're all women, and also the boy who sits down with you and says, I think I'm a girl, actually is one, then what is a woman?
Yeah. Great question. I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
So the clip you just heard was this is licensed marital and family therapist, also a gender affirming therapist, Gert Comfrey. She's clearly a woman, by the way, and she's starstruck. She can't define what a woman is because she thinks she's not one. I guess she's never heard of Google, because the Google definition of woman is something along these lines. A human female an adult female human being is the direct dictionary definition from Google. And because that's what you guys always like to go to, if I need to go to Webster, I will. Merriam-Webster.com, woman definition.
This is
Definition of a woman: an adult female person, a woman belonging to a particular category, as birth, residence, membership, or occupation. That doesn't make any sense.
Mason has
Oh, councilman
given
woman.
us a definition of a woman.
Yeah, do we need to?
Nobody in the whole documentary could answer it.
Besides
We
Matt
just
Walsh's
answered
wife.
it in 10 seconds.
Yeah, do we even need to All right, that's a wrap. Guess we're done with today's podcast.
That's it?
That's it. No,
Wow,
I'm just
that was
kidding.
fast podcast.
I'm just messing with you. No, we've got a few more to get into here.
this next
These
guy?
reactions are completely
We
stupid.
got Mark Takano.
Yeah, this is representative of California's 34th congressional district,
California?
Mark Takano,
Who would
California.
have guessed?
He's been the representative since 2013, and I'll play it and then I'll describe what he does for those of you who can't see.
So we're going straight to the controversy over bathrooms. So you know what? I think this interview is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this interview is over.
I just had one last question.
No, the interview's over.
We
Please
want
turn
to
off the
know
cameras.
what is a woman.
Please turn off the cameras.
Excuse me. So we're gonna end the interview. If you guys could please pack up and return the office exactly.
I just wanted to know.
Okay.
I came all this way to know what.
Thank you.
They're fair. I just wanted to know what is a woman.
And you're not gonna find out.
You're not going to find out.
I guess that was the lady that was with him. So
probably
Mark
his maid.
Takano, some whatever. He's from California, 41st district. He's a Democrat, of course.
Obviously.
But Matt Walsh, he was asking was a woman, but they were mainly talking about the bathroom situation where if men can go into the women's bathroom and women can go into the men's bathroom if they have transitioned. And we got in this talk the other day.
Yeah, before we lost
Before we
48
lost it.
minutes of.
But Mark
recorded podcast.
Takano, of course, he didn't want to even say anything. He just took his mic off, said this conversation's over, got up and left.
Yep, he got upset that they wanted to go straight
Yeah,
to the
that's what I thought- that's what
controversy
I
of
said.
bathrooms.
They don't want to talk. Let's talk about it. Wait a minute. Well, hold on.
What you got there,
Hold
Noah?
on. Okay, I got something else. I didn't know this last time. I don't know if you got it written down. He became the first openly gay person of Asian descent in Congress upon taking office. So he's gay?
Probably.
I didn't know that.
Well,
That's what it says.
does it surprise you?
I'm not surprised, but I didn't know he was gay.
Does it surprise me? I don't understand why any of that matters anyways.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. But we talked about. He said, I can't remember what he said, but I don't agree with a man going in the women's bathroom unless,
Nope.
even when they switch over, unless they get it chopped off.
So
You got to take the sacrifice of my eyes. That's
all
me.
right. So this is a hard one to draw a line on, which is why a lot of conservatives are just like completely ban it, which from my eyes, being the independent thinker I am, I see that as, okay, the way they're doing our gun rights, they're wanting to ban our guns because nobody can come up with a definitive issue on how to stop these mass shootings, which, by the way, that's a whole nother video. There's only been like 6 mass shootings in the last 12 years, so
Oh, don't go down that rabbit hole, Mason.
we'll go there later.
We'll go there later. That's a lot. We're gonna
Anyways,
get-
so that's the way I see it is just because we can't, draw a definitive line, we should ban these people. No, I think we should either have another restroom, or if you can visually see that this person, like Blair White, for instance, who
I did more research on her.
we talked about her again before we lost like 48 minutes of audio. She has not transitioned as in I think they call it the bottom surgery. She hasn't got her nards chopped off is what it is. She hasn't had the, what is the term for that?
She ain't got the pecker cut off.
Vaginoplasty, I think is what they talked about in the podcast.
Joe Rogan
Or-
podcast?
No, not in the Joe
No,
Rogan. I
no.
mean the Matt Walsh one.
Oh, the mouth.
Is that what they talked about? No, maybe it was another podcast I watched. Anyways, she didn't have the plastic surgery that turned her penis to a
So
vagina.
I saw on the Joe
But-
Rogan one that she didn't do it because her friend got it, and so I think pretty much they cut it in half and they opened it up, and what had happened was it like got an infection.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that in a second. You can watch this. I've actually watched the 3D animated version on YouTube. You can watch it. It looks like a painful procedure, but this is
Gosh.
the trans man that was in What Is a Woman, and I wanted to discuss this later, but we'll get into this because it feeds into what we're talking about. I can't even read this. I need my glasses.
Gosh.
So
Zooming in.
can I? I don't know if I can.
Do you think, dude?
But it says, he said that he wasn't aware of the risks because of the leftist doctors are going to lie. They're going to try to get you to conform,
Yep.
and they're not going to try to help you. They're going to try to settle this as soon as possible and just go ahead and
They
send
want
you
your money,
through
too.
this treatment. But the human body shows that female to male transitioners will still be perceived as a woman by historians because of the skeletal structure. So, like your pelvis area, your hip area, when people dig your body up in a million years, your skeleton is still they're going to be like, oh, that's a female, that's a male. They're going to be able to tell that.
That's it. That's the only thing they're going to be able to look at.
And
because you ain't going to have no skin and no hair, nothing like that.
And the doctor that was in this, she's an adolescent and adult psychiatrist, Miriam Grossman. And we'll play a clip on her actually next. But she makes a good point that 99.99% of the cells in the body are marked either XY or XX. You are either a man or a woman biologically, whether you go throughout the procedures to change it or not. And that's why I like trans activists like Blair White, Buck Angel, and that Marcus guy I was telling you about. I could not find his last name anywhere.
It's good to see people that are like that, but they take the right side of it.
And they straight up acknowledge, no, I'm not biologically a woman or I'm not biologically a man. My hormones in my body and my chromosomes fundamentally prove that I'm not. My skeleton proves that I'm not what I appear to be on the outside, and I'm okay with that as long as I'm able to cope with this mental state, and that's how they see it. And it's
freedom.
That's freedom, right there. That's freedom. Don't go shove it down children's throat.
No.
Let's get into this next one. This is Dr. Miriam Grossman. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the next one. This is the gay man.
Oh, this is a cat thing?
Well, why are you asking a gay man as to what it means to be a woman? You should be asking women what it means to be a woman, especially trans women, what it means to be a woman.
I'm asking all kinds of people. Can't anyone have an opinion about it?
Only people who are women. Gay men don't know nothing about what it means to be a woman.
Have you told gay men here in San Francisco that they're not allowed to talk about this?
No. But it's not like I come around and say what a gay man is allowed to be.
So you're saying if you're not a woman, then you shouldn't have an opinion.
Where does a guy get a right to say what a woman is? Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
This is actually a genuine mistake. I am sorry I even came up there.
You want to tell us what a woman is?
Nope. Wow.
Another example.
So
they walk away.
This gay man that's clearly
he's not a
cat. Woman. No, not a cat, but I guarantee you he can or she can define what a cat is. Her argument or his argument, its argument, whatever, is what right does a man have to define what a woman is? And then Matt Walsh says, okay, are you a cat? No. Can you tell me what a cat is?
That's enough.
Obviously you can. You can define something. Just because you're not it doesn't mean you can't define it. You can define something just by looking at it. I can define the phone that's recording us that it's an iPhone X and it's pointing straight at me. It's just statistical facts. It's just data you got to look at.
Use your eyes, people.
Use your eyes. Use your brain. Use your noggin. We're not this futuristic, clump of cells that y'all think we are. We can't
I wonder because the way they talk, it's like they call each other she, they, it. I've seen Z's or Z's or something like that on TikTok.
My brother goes to, actually, I think he's graduated now, but went to Western Carolina University, and he had to take a gender course before he enrolled, or after he enrolled. His freshman year, it was like, went through all the different pronouns and stuff, and they went over Z, Zif, Zim. Wow. Literally, not kidding, XE, XIF, XIM. What the actual fluff, dude? Oh my goodness!
It's like I guess they've got some different kind of contact lenses or glasses on where they see somebody and they know. I know if he's a guy. I know. I go look at a female. I know it's a female. That's it. That's all I need to know. I can tell by my eyes.
Yep, and back to the bathroom controversy. Like I said, I don't think people like Buck Angel, Blair White, Marcus, whatever his last name is, I don't think they have a problem with being, hey, if you don't want me going to this bathroom because I'm transgender, whatever, you're the ignorant one here, I'll go over there. And they'll just oblige. They don't care. Difference? They're not caught up in this,
stigma.
Ideology that only they're right. What? And I think if we had a bathroom just for this specific group of people, it would just completely eradicate any issues. Let's just make a third bathroom.
Specifically for the trannies.
No, just put, even if you want to be nice, just put gender questioning under it. And that's it. That's
Perfect.
it.
Problem solved.
Put sex or gender question.
Why are
That's
we
it.
not in charge?
I don't know, man. We need to run for president.
No. We think we'll get corrupt. We can't do that.
We won't get corrupt.
Hey, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Joe Biden wasn't corrupt at one time.
no.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. He's always been corrupt.
I don't know about always. I think everybody starts off with the same intent. We all want to do good. We just some people don't look at facts more than others.
That's another rabbit hole.
Joe Biden. So speaking of facts and information, this is a doctor that clearly does her research. We talked about her twice already, and still haven't showed the clip. Miriam Grossman, here she is.
So first, let's define the terms sex and gender.
Yes, please.
Sex is biology. Sex is unchanging. It's based on chromosomes. 99.999% of the cells in the body are marked either male or female. Gender, on the other hand, is a perception. It's a feeling. It's a way of identifying. It's an experience. Okay, that's subjective.
It sounds like what you're saying is that if a man is male but thinks of himself as a woman, he's not actually a woman?
That's correct.
We also talked about, okay, she says your gender is how you feel.
Yeah, I think that's just a personality trait.
Yeah. It's like when we were little kids. Let's see. If I did little girly things, I remember there was like this little dog. It was like a little girl thing, and I remember playing with it. Okay, I played with it, but I remember my dad was like, nope, you're a boy, okay? You're a boy. You don't play with girl toys. You don't do that.
See, I went to like I don't know, it's more like a church like this kind of, and you could just go. We would go into this room, and this was like for an after school kind of thing. You'd go in this room and you'd play, and we had a whole bunch of toys. God, I was like 4 or 5, I don't know, maybe 6, but there was like we had Game Boys, we had like monster trucks, we had Barbie dolls, we had stuffed animals, we had everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, there was a couple times I went over there with the girls and played with the Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
My God, when I was little in going to the karate school I used to go to, I came home one day with my fingernails painted because I was young. I didn't know. Did my parents scold me for it? No. Did they tell me, like, hey, that's more of a girl's activity? And I realized, oh, yeah, I guess you're right, and I'm not a girl. Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
There's people that paint their fingernails that are guys. That's fine, whatever. Doesn't mean that I need to go get my pecker chopped off just because when I'm 5 I need to go that I was painting my fingernails. Doesn't make any sense. And these parents now,
no,
I would be scared to be a 5-year-old today.
3 or 4-year-old.
I put on some fairy wings and go to a play, and my mom's like, "Oh, you're a girl now. You need to put on a dress, grow your hair out. You need to start
some estrogen.
Start taking some estrogen."
It's crazy. Like everything that we've talked about today, it all it deals with adults, but then it all circles back with kids because they want to drag kids into it. You telling me, like he just said, a little 5-year-old, this one has a tutu on because his little sister has it? Oh, little Timmy, you're a girl now. I am? I'm a girl.
Oh, and these parents
and they're
will tell
going to
people-
do that
There was a
forever.
All right, I don't have this video. As soon as I can find it, we'll either put it in at the end or show it later.
Yeah,
it's a TikTok video of this woman saying this, and this kid is like maybe 18 months old at the most. She goes, "My son's gay." She goes, "My son is gay. My son is gay. Gay, 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 gay." She says it like 15 times, and then she goes, "Yeah, I'm so tired of people saying, 'Oh, your son's so handsome. When he's 18, he can come back for me.' Like that's a bad thing."
She don't want him as a girl?
I guess she doesn't want him to be loved by women.
Lady, how do you think he was made?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to put that up. That video
That'd be
is
a good
something
clip.
completely different.
That'd be
on its
something
own. Oof, don't want to go back to that.
No, stay away.
All right, so let's jump into this next topic. Actually, we got some more statistics here. So, I wanted to talk about BIID real quick. We talked about this. We watched a video on this a while back and didn't even remember it until we tried to record this podcast the first time. And there's a video on YouTube. You can go find it. And this woman goes to a psychiatrist, and he permanently blinds her by pouring drain cleaner in her eyes because she has bodily integrity identity disorder, or BIID. And apparently, this disorder makes you
So you want to be paralyzed.
yeah, to the extreme, you can. I mean, people want to be paralyzed, but I mean, in most cases, they'll like want to chop a limb off, or want to go blind, or want to go deaf.
Oh my God!
Who wants to do that? And I think that's why activists like Blair White and Buck Angel, I think that they're more on the side of course, this is more of a mental thing.
Good.
And I'm coping with it the best way that I know how, whether it be by transitioning or whatever.
Okay.
And they understand the science behind it, and that's why I get behind them and respect them so much. And I guess all it took was me watching a couple of Joe Rogan podcasts and thinking a little bit differently, because a few years ago I would have been like, hell no, these people don't need to be in our kids' bathrooms. But a little bit more open to that now. Still not.
I don't
still not
agree
the
with
most
it.
open.
I don't agree with it at all.
Yeah,
It's against what I believe, but
I agree to an extent.
I mean, God. I mean, you want to get religious? God gives us the choice of free will. You get to do and think however you please. Just, if you're gonna do this, be like Blair White, be like Buck Angel. Understand what the issue is, and believe it for yourself. Don't put it out there just because I don't believe it. You're not going to convince me no matter how hard you try, so stop trying.
I want to discuss that man too real quick. He had 6 inches of hair. This is the man from the What is a Woman documentary that had a lot of complications with his female to man transition surgery.
Okay.
He had 6 inches of hair in his urethra, and doctors wouldn't do anything about it. Says that he gets infections every 3 to 4 months. Is afraid he's probably not going to live very long.
Oh my gosh! They don't tell you that stuff.
Said that there were no discussions of the risks or side effects because the medical transition is really experimental. I think that's extremely sad that we don't tell our 5-year-olds that you're trying to indoctrinate and say, oh, you painted your nails, you must be a girl. You're going to not only indoctrinate them to do that, but you're going to have them botch their body for something that's irreversible, and they have no idea of the side effects.
Lasts forever. If you take estrogen from the time you're a little kid to the time you're...
They say puberty blockers will prolong when you hit puberty. They don't. If you're 11 and you start puberty blockers and you go on them right there, your puberty is effed. You're done.
You stay like little forever. Like, you don't grow facial hair.
You don't grow, and if you're a man, you won't. So you won't. Your voice won't drop if you're a guy.
No testosterone
like
will
mine.
be built up like a regular man.
It's.
I like how you sound like this.
Kind of like mine. Oh, dude, today I sound horrible. I sound like I've got COVID still.
Gosh.
And here's another statistic.
Did you take your COVID test before you got here? I took mine.
Dude, I went and got jabbed up before I came here. I took 8 vaccines before I came here.
I gotta get my 9th booster tomorrow.
I'm going to get my 12th tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm behind. I gotta call my doctor.
40% of trans people commit suicide. Also, around 40% of those who actually transmit. Also, 40% for those who actually transition. So it's more of a, we need to help these people mentally and help them cope with it the best way possible, instead of just injecting them with hormones and medical experiments and letting them, permanently alter their body for something that they may not even want.
Let's go in a little bit deeper with that. Satisfaction of an orgasm for a man or a woman. When you reverse that, they need to tell these people that there's a high chance that you may not experience that ever again. Because, I mean, how do you can't reverse it.
No more nut in the butt, I guess. Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, that's not a good
how
way to
could
live.
you? I'm sorry. How could you willingly just give up the most important part of your body?
They don't tell them that.
They don't give. According to this guy, they don't give any risks, and I believe that. I really, really believe
The
that.
dude's probably gonna kill himself. I would not doubt it.
No,
if I had to live
think-
like that, I would want to die. I do not want to go through that every 3 or 4 months.
He also gave this statistic, says that 7 to 10 years are when it's apparently scientifically proven. I didn't do any research on this. This is all of these statistics are from the What is a Woman video, by the way. It says 7 to 10 years are when most transitioners become suicidal, like after the fact, which is horrible. Most experience suicidal or depressive thoughts before they even discover gender. Huh.
So let's just use, I don't know, statistically or factual. Let's just say they're 19 like us when they transition. So by the time they're 30, they're probably dead.
Well, I think what this is saying is like most experience these suicidal or depressive thoughts like before they even discover like, oh, I can change my
Who
I
they
can-
are.
Yeah. And then, they go to these therapists and they go to these gender affirming psychiatrists and stuff like that are supposed to help them feel better because they're not biologically who they really are, I guess. Or they're not psychologically the same person that they biologically are. And I think what this guy's saying is that 7 to 10 years after that, after all this, rush of feeling good is when you'll become suicidal again. And that's a statistic you need to look at is how long is this just a temporary happiness or is this something that's really going to change my life for the better? And I think in most cases that's a big, humongous no.
They go through it, and I always think that we go through life, and sometimes it's hard to find our purpose. But most of the time, you always find that purpose at some point in your life. I think these people will never find their purpose at all. They're always going to be questioning and wondering about who they are.
Yeah, especially the ones that were manipulated into doing it by their psychiatrist or their leftist agenda doctor.
Or their parents. They're going to hate their parents.
Or their parents. Oh, my God, dude.
When they finally get old enough and realize
I get into some arguments with my parents, but that's one thing I can say is...
Thank God that they...
Thank you for not aborting me. Thank you for not indoctrinating me with drag queens. And thank you for not getting my nards chopped off when I wanted to wear fairy wings.
Man...
Speaking about transgenders, let's go into some transgender athletes. We'll end on this. We're going to talk about why they're wrong and how it harms your children. There's a reason they're being banned. If your 16-year-old daughter has worked her entire life for a swimming competition, I say this because obviously Leah Thomas is the one we're going to talk about. If your 16-year-old daughter has spent her entire life swimming, and then now these high school regulations are being lifted where transgender athletes can apply and even compete, how would you feel if your daughter got beat by a biological man with the bone structure of a man?
You paid all that money to see your daughter get beat by a man in a women's competition.
And these women that would completely
that'd hurt. I would be done. I'd quit.
That would completely make me. That would be like, damn. I mean, now if y'all are getting beat in beauty competitions, that's freaking hilarious.
Well,
that's a little hilarious.
We got something right here.
I'll just share it. I'll just send it to you. You can put it up on the screen.
All right, we're gonna put it over here.
Right here.
Man.
Right here.
Right here.
We're gonna put it right now.
Man.
We're gonna put it right now.
A man.
Oh wait, this was in Nevada, I think.
Beat out women in a beauty contest.
Come on now. Transgender woman wins Miss Nevada USA pageant.
A man.
And this was a tweet from a woman, and she genuinely seems concerned.
Bad.
They're replacing us.
So bad.
That's how these children are gonna feel. That's how these 16, 17-year-old girls that are playing softball, soccer, swimming are gonna feel when these men start coming in and absolutely wrecking.
The kids that are normal
the rest of them
are gonna get beat out because men are gonna come in and mess up all women's sports.
And you can clearly see this by Leah Thomas winning by 20 freaking meters. Went from 500 and something placed in the men's division and to first in the female. Or these transgender female weightlifters. It's not a coincidence that they're gonna outlift, outswim, outrun.
Men are stronger than women.
And it's not anything to be ashamed about.
No.
It's not. There's a reason we have biological differences. Look in nature. Look in nature.
It's beautiful.
The females.
It's beautiful.
First off, females and males don't want to switch their gender. But second off, the females are always the one, at least in most cases, that are the supportive, caretaker of the family, and the male is the one hunting and fighting and
the leader,
the one that's guarding the family.
The Bible says.
And I think we need to really realize that, hey, biologically, that's who we are. We didn't make it to the top of the food chain by...
There's nothing wrong with it.
And it's also hurting our reproductive system. I think that's the whole reason they're after it. I think that's the whole reason that they're after abortion laws like they are. Think about it.
I know. Yeah, it's just bad. It's bad apple.
They've been saying for several years the population of the world's too high. Now all of a sudden they want to make everybody not be able to reproduce and kill the ones that can.
Well, I'm glad I'm on the right side of it. Thank you.
You got that right.
And really, where we live in South Carolina, I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
think I've never seen a transgender.
Oh yeah, we went to.
Wait a minute.
We didn't go to school with one.
Wait a minute.
We had one that went to our vocational school.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I have.
Yep.
The one went to Bernstein.
Oh, I think that's actually where.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say it just because.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I don't care.
So it was a guy who was wearing a dress and stuff.
Oh, and high heels.
High heels.
Oh yeah.
He tried to blow up the school, man.
Oh yay.
Got expelled.
Yeah,
these always trying to injure us.
That's why. That's why we need to instead of sending these people to gender affirming therapists, we need to actually send them to somebody who can help them. I don't know how many times we got to stress that. You're not helping them by saying, yep, you're right. All right, go out the door. Go
Teach
get your estrogen.
Tell them they're wrong for a chance. Come on, people.
Gosh. All right, guys. I'm exhausted. That's a lot. I'm done.
Great episode. It's a dang good show.
Oh, come on. We can't use that. We can't steal that.
I just had to use it one time, Kevin. Don't get mad.
Come on, Keith. Come on, Kevin.
Come on, Keith,
Don't get mad at us.
Don't get mad.
Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, and Apple Podcasts.
And Instagram.
Yeah, we've got an Instagram page. Most of these videos will probably, within the next few days, be posted on our Instagram.
We're getting stuff rolling. It's taking a little bit of time to get started, but we're going to get rolling.
We're trying to.
Everything's going to be Johnson Express on everything.
Yep, should be. I know our Instagram is.
Link in the description. Everything. Rumble, Spotify, all going to be in the description on YouTube. It's a good show.
That was a good show. I'm tired.
I'm glad.
John.
This one's actually going to get saved.
Oh, yeah. How many minutes are we at?
We're almost an hour, 56 minutes.
Oh, wow. Good. So we got all of our time back. Look at that, guys. Made it all worth it. It'll make it even more worth it if you go follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Remember to look up your own stuff. Listen to what we got to say. Go do your own research. So
we'd like for you to check out the links we've got in the descriptions of this podcast. If it's something that you believe is wrong, hit us up. We'll tell you why it is or why it isn't.
Let's talk about it.
All right, guys. Appreciate you watching this episode. We will see you in the next one, and hopefully we will see you on all of our platforms. Take it easy.
Peace. Guys.
Deuces.